Okay, I said it. Kody is full of shit. He goes over to Janelle talking about kick Garrison out. Kick Garrison out to where? That's her son. I don't think Garrison is up to like 21. And he went to the military, so he did take a whole bunch of burden off you, like college tuition. And he's like, well, he's not following the rules. You're choosing him over me. Hell yeah, I'm choosing him over you. You're an absentee father at best. Absentee husband. So why wouldn't I choose my child who gives me unconditional love? Plus, we are in the middle of COVID. Where is he supposed to go? And have you seen the housing market? Like those houses are like 200% higher than they should be. Like, where does he expect him to go? So Isabel is getting ready for her surgery. Christine and them get there. The surgery is successful, but looking at the doctor's face, he seemed quite worried. Like, you know, it was quite an extensive surgery, which shows with Isabel's recovery being very painful. But the great thing was that Hunter showed up. Christine's older daughter showed up. Is it MEKSLLC? I don't know if it's MEKSLLC. I think I'm getting the name wrong. And her husband show up. So it just goes to show that if Kody wanted to be there, he could have been there. And it was so miserable because during the whole operation and post-op, Isabel kept asking for her dad. Even the staff was like, her dad is not here. We find out later on. Because it's crazy. The excuse he's giving is rubbish. And apparently, next episode, Christine calls him out. He's like, you have a nanny in there that is not permanently stationed there. So what is the problem? So all the crap he's been talking about is BS. It is BS. I can't wait for next week. Like, OMG. And to do that to Janelle talking about you're choosing your son. Yes, she's choosing her son because you're not even present. And Robyn is rolling her eyes in the confessional talking about no one wants to follow the rules, so we're still social distancing, which is BS if you have an outside nanny coming to watch your kids. So what is the tea? I cannot wait for next week because everybody is calling Robyn out and Kody out. So we'll see what their excuse will be next week, because if you have an outside nanny showing up, then your whole social distancing thing is nonsense because you don't know where the nanny is. Right? Am I tripping? Anyway, luckily Isabel's surgery is good. She sees her brothers and sisters. They're very grateful. They're very happy, as you should, because surgery is a huge deal. Like, anything could go wrong. Like, you need your family support. Anyways, so they get back to Flagstaff. Janelle is like, man, she knows there's a lot. She's trying to offer Christine some help, but Christine is being super mom. She looks exhausted as well. She's like, man, I'm having to wake up. Hopefully by now, you know, the girl is pain-free and the surgery was worth it, but it just seemed like a lot. Even the surgeon's face could tell you that it was an extensive surgery and it was something that was going to be severely painful. So everybody, all the wives come. Oh, sorry, I forgot about Mary. Mary basically says, Kody has informed me that we're going to be friends. This is not a romantic, or it's not going to ever be romantic. I'm like, Mary, why are you still in this crap? Is there some financial gain with you being here? Like, I don't get it. This man has said in so many ways, I don't want you. You don't want him too, because we're trying to cheat on him. It just happened to be a woman instead of a man that you were falling in love with. So I don't understand if this is her punishing herself for being the one to like go outside the marriage initially. But nobody deserves to be treated like this. Nobody deserves this kind of humiliation over and over again. Like, even when he was counting his wives, he's like, he doesn't even count Mary. So I'm like, Mary, what are we doing? Why are we still here? But the end of the episode, all the wives come together. And Christine, I love that she put him on blast. Like, girl, Kody, people were saying, why didn't you show up? Your daughter kept asking for you. She was saying it in a joking way, but it was definitely filled with a whole bunch of innuendos. And he caught it. Talking about, I'm disappointed I didn't show up. Yeah, you should be disappointed in yourself because your reasoning made no sense. Wear a freaking mask. Like, what do you think would happen if you show up for your kid? So if they really have an outside nanny, like Christine says in the preview for the next episode, then it's all BS. Because you can't control what your outside nanny is doing. I don't care what rules you write. So basically, you could have been around your wives and your kids all this time. So you and Robyn are full of crap. And I'm happy that they called them out next week. So next week is going to be lit. Y'all like, subscribe, comment. I'm pissed. Like, Kody is full of shit. I said it.